in the Mile High City, but Ball Arena will be heated up as the Avalanche hit the home ice in front of a sold-out crowd. This is one of the most anticipated games of the season to date, as one of the beasts from the East make their only appearance in Denver this season. You wanted it, and tonight you've got it, as the Avalanche welcomes in Austin Matthews and the Toronto Maple Leafs, waiting to offer up a little revenge from December 1st. And welcome inside Ball Arena, everyone, with Peter McNabb. I'm Mark Mosier. And Pete, we've got ourselves a great matchup tonight. This Colorado Avalanche team has been playing so well, and we get to see two of the top centers on planet Earth go head-to-head.
And very different hockey players, but both so exciting to watch. You've got on the left, as we look, Nathan MacKinnon coming off a 5-point night. I mean, he is absolutely point-wise on fire. Austin Matthews, hat-trick against the Avalanche last time. He was great. But, you know, Nathan MacKinnon, again, I'm still getting calls, Moj. Still getting called. 33 points in 20 games, and I'm still getting calls. And I'm getting tired of it. The man is playing spectacular game-winning hockey. He has 7 game-winning assists. And Austin Matthews, I will continue to always enjoy watching him play, because he does, again, he's 6'3", 225, and he's able to make those little moves. But here's the one that I love. Watch this. He walks in, bam. It's about 3 bars. You know, it's just amazing.
Simply amazing. Another couple amazing players tonight will be on display in Nazem Kadri for the Avalanche and John Tavares up the middle for the Maple Leafs.
And when you look at this, the Maple Leafs went up, and I'm not saying anything wrong, but, you know, they paid a fortune. And Kadri's got, what, 42 points? Tavares got 34. I mean, Kadri right now has been playing such great hockey. He may be the best center iceman that no one wants to talk about in the National Hockey. But Tavares has been really good since coming over from the Islanders. He's settled things down for this Maple Leaf club. They're a good hockey club. He, with Matthews, give him the same kind of center ice balance that you need if you're going to win a Stanley Cup.
We've got 2 of the top 5 winningest goalies in the league going head-to-head tonight, so let's take a look at the starting goaltenders presented by Holman Automotive. For the Avs, you know it's Darcy Kemper, and for the Leafs, Jack Campbell.
You know, it really is interesting. Kemper's been around, Campbell's been around, and you never know when a guy is going to find his home. And we're hoping for the Colorado Avalanche that Kemper has found his home here. You know, he's won those games here at home, but more importantly, he's getting, you can just feel the confidence from the guys around him. But Campbell's a whole different story. He was in Dallas, they let him go to LA. He was in LA, LA let him go to Toronto. And he's just taken over. His numbers right now are the best in the National Hockey League. And then these two guys right now are just backboning their clubs.
Avs have one thing that the Maple Leafs do not: the top defensive pair in the NHL.
How does a number 15-2 sound, Moj?
Really good.
When these guys are healthy and together, the Avs are 15-2. They read off each other. Taves will kill penalties. Makar will be in the power play. 5-on-5, they will do almost everything. And the little things that they are able to bring to the table when the other one has the puck. You watch, I've watched to see where the other ones go. It's like they're reading each other's mind. It is fascinating.
It will be on display tonight as the Avs take on the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's been 39 days since the Avs fell 8-3 in Toronto. Tonight, they want revenge, and the puck will drop right here.
It's now time for tonight's starting lineup for your Colorado Avalanche. At left wing from Stockholm, Sweden, number 92, Gabriel Landeskog. At center from Cole Harbor, Nova Scotia, number 29, Nathan McKinnon. At right wing from Newson, Finland, number 96, Mikko Rantanen. At defense from Abbotsford, British Columbia, number 7, Devontae. At defense from Calgary, Alberta, number 8, Cale Makar. Starting in goal from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, number 35, Darcy Kemper. Fans, presenting the colors for tonight's anthem is the Boulder Police Department. Now, kindly remove your caps as we honor both nations represented with the singing of O Canada, followed by the Star-Spangled Banner, performed this evening by Jake Schroeder.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, and gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Beautiful flyby there, beautiful flyby, and here we go. It's the one you want, the Avalanche and Maple Leafs. Let's go. With Peter McNabb, I'm Mark Mosier at Ball Arena. Two of the hottest teams in the National Hockey League squaring off tonight. It's the Avalanche and the Leafs in Pete. Last time these two teams hooked up, it was all Toronto. The Avs, they want to get a couple of points back here.
They want to get a couple of points back, Moj. But what did you not hear? You need that. We got to pay back. We got to do this. The Toronto Maple Leafs aren't that team. They're the least penalized club in the National Hockey League. They just play hockey. These games, their games are over as quick as you can play.
We are underway as the Avs top line begins things with a top defensive pair. And Taves sends it ahead. Landeskog couldn't get into the lead zone. Kerfoot, the former Avalanche right there, had it squared away from him. Comes to Cale Makar. Now Taves, Kerfoot. A bit of a forecheck in the steal. Dumps it behind the net as Kemper will touch it for the first time here tonight. Into the corner it goes. Rantanen out there with Bunting, wrenching on each other. Squirts into the circle. Tipped for McKinnon, but not out of the zone. Push back down deep by Brody. Goes far side. Now Morgan Riley has the captain on him. That one goes off his skate. Right now the Leafs still applying the pressure in the Avs end. This will be the first opportunity for the Avs to get it in the Leaf zone. The Avs are going to make a wholesale change, and Byram jams it toward the red line. Nylander, leading scorer for the Maple Leafs, is offside. He'll go back and tag up. 1 minute into the contest, Burakovsky tried to get through a hole. Couldn't. Kadri had his stick chopped. And now Nylander will give it up for Tavares. Right up the gut, Tavares tried to slide it down the slot for his line mate, Mikheyev. Couldn't do it. Avs able to flip it up again. Not out. It's another turnover, and there's Girard to pick up Nylander. What a season William Nylander has had so far. The near side, full queued up the boards by the Maple Leafs. Avs finally gather control, and up and out it comes. The Avs have spent most of the first minute and a half of this game inside their own zone.
And again, Moj, it's so interesting. The top 7 clubs in the Eastern Conference all have more points than the Avalanche. And it has been fascinating to watch it.
Leafs are offside, and let's see what it's going to take to ensure the win. Presented by AAA Insurance.
Well, shut down Matthews. I mean, he is the catalyst for this Toronto club. And one of the keys is the Avs are at home. And when they're at home, it's a bunch of little things. Johnny Lyles touched upon a couple of them. Last change, the conditioning level of the clubs coming in here, and the fact that the Avalanche are just on fire confidence-wise here at home.
Long lead pass was intended for the near side. Sandin trying to take it to the front of the net from his defensive position. Could not do it. Avs will lift it up the boards, and out it comes rolling to Brody. Backpedals to its own zone as the Leafs will now get a change. Neither team has recorded a shot on goal yet. Right through center ice, deflected in by Cini. Cini, the second career game. Kemper got tied up by Clifford behind the cage. Leafs have it. Morgan Riley walking in, turns and shoots, and it's blocked in front. On the far side, Leafs will pick it up there. Simmons dumped off the inboards, chopped and hit Simmons right in the chest, and Tyson Jost is on it. Wayne Simmons, very effective for this Toronto Maple Leafs team. Avs no able to get it away, and here comes Darren Helm to push it toward the Toronto zone. No icing on the play. One-handed for McDermott. That rolls through him. Here's Makar off the bench, taking control at the point. Long wrist shot, knocked down in front, kick, saved by Campbell. He couldn't locate that puck, but it was pinned to his right pad. Brody able to strip Jones. Now absorbs it. Hit as that puck lays behind the net. McDermott in a big collision with Morgan Riley, and those are two big customers. Avs keep it in with Girard, Sammy G. A pirouette move. Off the bench comes Rantanen. A wrist shot deflected way wide of the cage. Avs top line emerging onto the ice. At least 2/3 of it. McKinnon has yet to appear. Landeskog one-timer. Kick save there. Another shot, and that whistled wide of Campbell, and will go all the way down.
Well, if nothing else, this looks like a continuation of last game for this top line. They had the puck. They controlled the puck. They made plays with the puck.
Byram ridden right off by Muzzin as he attempted to get in the zone. Here comes Matthews. A big fella to the near circle. Wanted to get it to the forehand. Eric Johnson played that perfectly and then knocked himself down in the corner. Penalty coming up here. It's going to be on the Maple Leafs, and it's going to be a trip. So the Avs will get the first power play of the game as Austin Matthews will City clipped EJ right behind the net, and Johnson went down very awkwardly.
What's the difference, Moj, with Matthews that we're looking at tonight and Matthews that we saw in Toronto?
Mustache?
Mustache. As we, here's the opportunity, and again, McDermott back in the lineup up front, and he's been effective. They've talked about the job that he has done, calming things down at certain points, and just being there. But here's the penalty right here. Matthews made $200,000 for shaving off his mustache. Isn't that great?
It's awesome.
It's just fantastic.
Did it for charities. The Leafs won the draw. Sent it all the way down the ice. So the Avs power play comes in. As you see right there, 9th in the league. The penalty kill for Toronto is 7th in the National Hockey League, and or vice versa, I should say. The Avs power play is 7th. The Leafs kill is 9th. But either way, Toronto was in the top 10 at both special teams units, and so the Avs have yet to get set up.
Usually, you're always going to find the exception, but usually that means that you've got a smart club.
Here comes McCarr racing in, shoots, and a save by Campbell. Kind of a broken play, and Campbell decided to shoot that one. And you're right, Peter. The least penalized team in the league is Toronto, but Matthews is sitting now.
And again, you just look at the speed. The puck hits him in the midsection. He walks in, and Campbell makes a big, huge early save. But it's always head up. But anytime, again, we've seen a bunch of good goaltenders lately against the Avalanche. And anytime you're getting hit in the emblem, it means the goaltender's on his game.
Yeah, he's very square as that puck is sent up out of the zone, but into the benches. And the faceoff will stay in the Avalanche end. But Jack Campbell, what a story he has been for Toronto again. Such high hopes for the Dallas Stars when they drafted him as a first-rounder. And then just at the time did not live up to potential, but he's a late bloomer, and right now he is rock solid for these Leafs.
One of the reasons they got him in Toronto, he's such a great guy. He could handle the pressure of the press. They didn't expect him to be a #1, and sure enough, here he is.
Kenna with a one-timer. It's blocked away. Alexander Kerfoot couldn't hang on to that puck. Again, Kerfoot, former Harvard player, signed with the Avs as a free agent. Been traded to Toronto, part of the Cadre deal. Slingshot off to McKinnon. He'll work his way in. Dangling through traffic. McKinnon couldn't get the shot through Riley. Mikko trying to shrug off. Everyone does. Comes to Landeskog. That shot saved by Campbell. Rebound knocked away by Campbell again. Picked up by Taves. Saucered up top. It's Landeskog. Gives it back to Taves. One-timer and another save by Campbell. It's 5 shots on goal now for the Avs. Avs keep it in, but it's swept ahead, and then it's dipped down to the Avalanche zone by McKayev. 4 shots on goal on this power play for the Avs. They now got a total of 6 with 18 seconds to go. Rest of the second unit is on as Burakovsky weaves his way ahead. Burakovsky with a quick release, but that's blocked away. Girard swings it near side to far, racing forward at the point. Taves. Burakovsky just eluded Nylander into the circle, shoots, blocked away again, and out of the box comes Austin Matthews. Centering pass. Tipped wide of the net by Newhook, who didn't get all that he wanted on it. Swept away by the Leafs. Clifford gives it up for Matthews at center ice. Works his way through traffic, waiting for his line meets to change. Here's Dermott with his shot wide of the cage. Bunting with another shot, and a good job by Kemper to get to his post. Matthews corrals that loose puck. Threw it right into the skate of JT Compher. Right now the Avs stuck in their own end a little bit. Here is Taves. And Girard will waste no time just flying it out of the zone.
Austin Matthews has a little Ryan O'Reilly in him.
Watch out, here's Nylander. Excuse me, I should say Tavares. I apologize. Nylander just went off on a chain. That shot missed everything, rimmed off the glass and down. Centering pass, shot, saved by Campbell. He absolutely robs Tyson Jost from between the circles. What an amazing save. And we'll take a timeout. 13-17 to go here in period number 1. The Avs with a great scoring chance, and Campbell shut it down.
Oh, my goodness. It must be interesting when you're standing flat-footed as a defenseman to see McKinnon coming like that. But here's a quick play right there. You guys turned around. Oh, well, they must have looked at it. But here's the play by Jost. But watch Campbell at the end of this play, if it goes long enough. Boom. He stands up, and he bangs his defenseman on the shin pad. Said, hey, you know what? These things happen. Don't worry about it. That's why they really like playing for this guy.
McCarr could not get his shot through. McKayev Out of the way of that one, McKinnon flags down the puck. Steers it down deep. Landeskog backhands it just wide of the net. Could have cocked it up for Rantanen. Decided to shoot himself. What a great chance there. Into the corner, Mikheyev tackles Landeskog down to the ice. It's sifted through the near corner as Brody will waste no time to backhand that one out. Nylander. You recall with Nylander, the consternation a couple of years ago when he held out, wanted the contract, got him, but Pete, he's paying dividends right now. He's having a terrific year.
He's a terrific player. And he's one of the core players offensively for this hockey club.
Bashed away from Kadri. Byron gives it up for Cale Makar. Off of a stick into the Maple Leaf zone. Campbell gambles and wins that one against Logan O'Connor. Now Kadri hammered by Muzzin on the near side. Burakovsky hovering. Sweeps it away from Matthews. Burakovsky shovels it off for EJ. Johnson with a shot over the top of the net. High rising. Watch out. It comes out of the zone. Bunting on his horse to the Avalanche. And as Kerfoot with him. Shot and score. Alexander Kerfoot in one motion had that puck bounce right to him between the circles. He rips it home to give the Leafs a 1-0 lead. And for Kerfoot, that's his 6th of the season.
6th of the season. But Moj, he's also plus 19. And he's just a really smart hockey player. But Bunting, who comes over, signed a contract with the Toronto Maple Leafs. They didn't know where he was going to fit, but he's fit in the top 6. And he's played well with Matthews. He's played well with Tavares. So right there, he just, flying into the zone. No look pass across through 2 guys, and Kerfoot finishes it off.
It was Burakovsky and Eric Johnson who both played that far side. EJ went for the sliding block of the pass, did not get it, and there was Kerfoot to clean up. So the Avs find themselves trailing 1-0 into yes before 10 minutes. Hits again. We'll get to that in a little bit. That puck will bounce back to the Avs zone. Ritchie in pursuit. Gerard flings it right through the hashes, and it's reversed. Down goes Gerard. Loose puck shot over the top of the cage. And I do believe there was going to be a penalty coming up on the Avs as well before Kerfoot scored that goal. Spezza tried to center it. Avs will take it away, but not out of the zone. Hammered by Kemp. Mark ordered Spezza. Turns it into the circle, but Kerfoot immediately tied up. Avs without a clean exit yet. Sandin goes near side to far. That'll force Dermott down the boards, and the two-hand shot finds the target, but the Avs can't get to it. Camp again will bat it down deep. Leafs getting a change now. Sandin far side. Good stick by Kopp. Only the Avs can get 5 fresh skaters on themselves.
And the Toronto Maple Leafs, a little bit, Moj. Look like they've got the Avalanche kind of figured out. 8-3 last game. Now, the goaltender from that game was Jonas Johansson. Now, he's since been picked up on waivers by Florida. He's no longer in the organization, and he's survived all 8 goals.
Joe's quick shot, kick saved by Campbell. Nice move by Joseph even to get that one away. Campbell flashes the right pad again. Held tied up. Another opportunity that's blocked away by Brody. But the Leafs have 1 shot on goal. They've scored on it. The Avs now have 9. And they have it. Campbell been terrific. It's poked away. Mikheyev works it ahead. Wayne Simmons wanted the return pass. Knocked free. Given far side. Shot saved by Kemper, and he read that well. Clifford was on the far side and looked like he had half an empty net, and Kemper made the push.
Well, it was last game. The Avalanche got scored on early, and people were, you could feel the buzz in the building, like, oh, what's going on? Turned it around, got the next 7.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah. Here's McDermott. Didn't get a piece, and that puck will come all the way back down to the Avalanche zone. All right, let's check out the DraftKings Sportsbook update. And as we just mentioned, the yes hits yet again.
Well, I don't know, but somebody please tell me what is the tally up to as far as yes versus no?
It's got to be
that 160 started at. I mean, that's at 120, and it's up to 160.
It's amazing. Hall steers it down deep, saved by Kemper after bash it off of Landeskog. Nylander chopped at it, but Tavares tried to give it off. Gets it back. Again, the Avs trying to work hard in their own zone to gather control. Finally, sure-handed. It's fed ahead for Rantanen. Nico wants to dart around Riley. Got stood up right in front of the Leaf bench. And Morgan Riley played that perfectly. That long stretch pass missed the target. This should be an icing call on Toronto, and it will be with 9:36 to go here, period number 1.
And Moshe, talk about why the Avalanche are so good at home. The minute that whistle was blown, the next line just jumped onto the ice. The top line was out there, but they're a little bit tired. He wants fresh legs against this next line.
And here is the second line. Kadri out with Burakovsky and Logan O'Connor. O'Connor being physically accosted last game by the puck and by the ice. Yeah, we have an unfair face-off. Kadri's going to be kicked out yet again. Again, I got to talk to our man Stan in Toronto. I've got to know, how many times out of 10 Kadri's kicked out of the draw?
Well, he's upset somebody's saddle,
I suppose. Burakovsky tries to win it. Leafs, though, have it whole. Swings it off. Mikhail reverses it. That yes continues to just hit every single game, or so it seems to be. Kyle Keith, he had been at that one time really big, and he got himself a new horse. And then he lost it on the next. Well, the horse had to go away. Funny bounce at the side of the net. Burakovsky. Outlet finds the target. Montage is in. 2-on-4 situation. He'll pop it into the corner and make a change himself. O'Connor's still out there. Nylander, though, had it. Threw it right off of Ove Kubel. First time we mentioned him tonight. Brody seeks shelter behind his cage, and now Muzzin swings it back to his D partner. Wrapped around the boards. Out it comes Kerfoot. Immediately met by Girard, but it's popped free from Matthews. Power down the slot. Austin Matthews shoots it, a save by Kemper, and then Matthews bowls him right over. Kemper gave him a little tap as if to say, it's okay, I understand. And now Bunting flies in for no particular reason. Everybody is separated, and we'll see if there is a penalty. I don't believe there will be. The Avs trailing the Leafs 1-0 here at period number 1 at Ball Arena. Stick around, things are just getting heated up. And you see there, Leafs 5-1 in the last 6 games. Avs 10-0 in the last 10 home games, looking to establish a new franchise record, and that total is over.
And most, this will continue to be the toughest call, the most controversial call. Does Austin Matthews do everything possible to not hit Kemper? I mean, everything. Would he have hit his goaltender in practice? I don't, not with the same force, and it is so hard on these referees because, you know, these guys don't look, they're not doing it on purpose per se.
They are not. And again, Bowen Byram was also checking Matthews, and did he help propel him into Darcy Kemper? I mean, it's such a tough call. Brody, all kinds of room to march in and shoot. Deflected save by Kemper, and he'll hold on.
We're getting a pretty good example. The 8-3 game against the Avalanche, you know, the goaltending wasn't great. The Avalanche made a bunch of fundamental mistakes at their own blue line, turnovers, you know, just mistakes. But this is a Toronto Maple Leaf club that kind of just keeps coming at you with pace. More pace than you kind of think. You know, you go up and down that way, that Eastern Conference. There's good clubs, really good clubs, and they're in 3rd place.
That's for sure. Avs, though, 9-1-1 is since that 8-3 loss at Toronto back on December 1st. So clearly something happened inside of them that night. Look, we just got blasted by the Leafs 8-3. Matthews had the hat trick. And
how would you like to be Toronto, though? You got Tampa Bay, Florida in your division. If you don't win first place, you got to play one of those teams in the first round.
Yeah, I'm going to pass on that. So Sheldon Keefe, good luck. Leafs keeping it at the point. Dermott faked the one-timer. Now a wrist shot just squeaks by the far post. Ove Kubel lifts that one up. Not out. Avs again turn it over. The Leafs applying that pressure. Finally, Newhook able to bring it in. But before that last faceoff, the Avs had 20 total shots at net. The Leafs only had 9. But it's Toronto with the 1-0 lead.
Well, the Avs are, I mean, they're skating, they're moving, they're doing all of the right things. Toronto's just,
little dangerous there as the poke check by Kemper put that puck up into the air. Sondermind is changing the way people focus on their mental health, because mental health is physical health. So go to sondermind.com. How therapy works.
Moshe, I was waiting for this number to pop up. In the last 27 games of the season last year, Kadri had a goal, 6 assists, 7 points. In the 27 games he's played this season, 12 goals, 30 assists, 42 points. He's plus 35 points. Which one isn't right?
I would think that the one last year.
Yeah,
They're just out of sorts.
Yeah, just out of sorts, and nothing worked for him.
Turnaround shot deflected wide by Cini. Clifford goes between his legs. Helm wants to get a stick on. And we have a stoppage and play and a hand pass coming up here on the Leafs. 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in period at number 1. Toronto has recorded the last 5 shots on goal in this game.
This was supposed to be one of those rare nights, Moj. Saturday night, all 30 of the 32 clubs were going to play. It's supposed to be 15 games. 4 were postponed, all with the Canadian home clubs because of the financial situation of not being able to fill the building.
And they hope they can make those up at a later date if restrictions do ease in Canada. Here's Ryan Murray. Deflected in by Helm right on net. And force Campbell to make that save and kick it away. Avs trying to go back to the point. Leafs have been very good with their sticks tonight. A lot of active sticks. Little shimmy move by Helm. Got free into the corner. Wanted to give it up for Erik Johnson. But again, you see Cini right there. His second career game with the Maple Leafs. Getting it up and out. Cini, of course, did play for the New Jersey Devils as well. JT Compher finds Erik Johnson. Condor sweeping into the neutral zone. Just a little probing action, and now it takes off again. Finds that red line, and in it goes. And will bounce to the near side. Brody has Kadri draped all over him. Off Girard. Racing for Nylander, and able to pull Hewitt right up and out of the zone. Here's John Tavares. And for those who are wondering where number 16 is for the Leafs, Mitch Marner. Well, Mitchell Marner has entered the COVID protocol. That happened yesterday. Pocket picked. Nylander back in. Centering pass and a shot by Tavares. What a save by Kemper with a blocker. Oh, what a pass. What a steal by Nylander. And Kemper bailed out his defenseman. Tavares puts it between the legs, looking for Mikheyev. Couldn't find him. Knocked out of the zone by Burakovsky. Brody fires it off, and Morgan Riley chugs his way in. Centering pass off the stick of Matthews, and that was dangerous. Given off for Kerfoot. He'll dangle and dance. Up top into the slot. Off a stick. Score! Austin Matthews got the loose puck off a skate and is able to backhand it top shelf. The Leafs have a 2-0 lead, and Matthews continues to impress against the Avalanche. Had the hat trick December 1st. That's his 21st goal of the season.
And I was talking to the guys before the game, and they were saying, you know, we're just talking a little bit about the game. Matthews stayed on the ice and fired 5 or 6 shots just by himself. And I went, oh my goodness. Is he on his game? Because they were just like ping, 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 ping. And he's come out tonight not just playing well, playing with pace and jump.
Exactly what the Avs did not want to see.
No, you do not want pace and jump from 34.
Not that guy. Back in. Bunting couldn't put it on that. Right now the Avs just get caught in their own end. Matthews again. Healing away from Cale Makar. The Kerfoot. Tried a turnaround shot. Never got wood on it. Sends it off for Matthews. Right now the Leafs look uber creative. Makar still hassling Matthews as he dishes it into the trapezoid. McKinnon couldn't flag that puck down. Give it up. Shot, score again. Austin Matthews after the feed from Kerfoot. And the dam is broken open on the Avalanche here in the first period. It's now a 3-0 game. Matthews with 5 goals in less than 4 periods against the Avalanche this season. Golly.
Moj, there's a backstory to this. Makar slashed Matthews. Matthews looked back at the referee and said, nothing? You're not going to give him nothing? And then walks in and pounds that one home. And you see him just right in the ear. Watch, after he scores, watch it right in the ear of Makar.
Well, Avs have some heavy lifting to do here tonight.
So if there's a club in the league that can do it, it is the Avalanche. And that's one of the things that happens when you score as many goals. As we're changing goaltenders, you can see.
Yeah, Pavel Francouz's going to come in. And you can't say this is all on Darcy Camparino. The Avs have coughed the puck up. Spent some terrific shots. I mean, what do you do on the Matthews backhander top shelf? So Francouz comes in and will try to settle things down. In any event, the Avs just want to change the momentum here.
Oh, you're trying to buy a little time. You know Kemper is going to be just firing hot because He's been playing so well at home. It's the last thing he needs is a little question mark on how he's playing. But Francouz comes in, and now we get to see what the right-handed catching Francouz can do for the Avalanche.
Well, they can't score goals, that's for sure. They have to need 3 of them just to get even. And Maple Leafs have now had 8 of the last 9 shots on goal in this game, and they've got 3 tallies total. A pass intended for Richie. He'll bat it in. Kerfoot with a tally tonight and an assist on that last goal by Austin Matthews. 2 points for him. Make that, 3. He had the second assist on the second goal.
And Moshe, you mentioned it. How many times tonight have we see a Toronto Maple Leaf player lift the stick from behind and just take the puck away?
A lot. Riley pirouetted away through the puck in the circle. Mikheyev challenged, but he's able to bash it across the red line. Return pass intercepted on the back check by Burakovsky. Owen Byram couldn't get it through Brody. Here comes Mikheyev into the zone with a slapper, and it's deflected into the screen. And right now the Avs are swimming on the home ice. Austin Matthews has scored 2 goals in the span of 33 seconds to put the Maple Leafs up 3-0.
And being that the face of the Toronto Maple Leafs, and Matthews, look at the goals that he scored. The next one's my favorite. So just walks across and just waits and waits and waits. Now here's just the rocket shot, and he's got a couple more nights of 5 and less than 4 periods of hockey against the Colorado Avalanche. But he has learned how to handle the media and all of the attention in Toronto as well as anybody. I've talked to guys that played way back when I played, and they were saying that they're just amazed because the pressure, there's so much more than there used to be, and he's just on top of it.
Certainly is. That puck floated to the front of the Avalanche net. Matthews now with 9 career goals, 5 assists in 10 games. Turnover, Mikheyev shoots, and a kick saved by Francouz. Nylander tried to turn it in. Tavares gives it up. Muzzin walks. Got cut off. Muzzin threw it off of Francouz, who was 4 feet out of his net. Right now the Avs just everywhere in their own zone trying to hang on for dear life. Kept in at the blue line by Toronto. Finally stolen by Girard, and he'll lift it up and out. So 14 points in 9+ games for Matthews against the Avs in his career. One thing, had it poked away by McKinnon. Avs top line wants to offer up some payback. Dumped in down the wing. Collision along the end glass. Landeskog is there. Rantanen couldn't hang on. Kerfoot moves it on for Matthews. That was a big hit by Landeskog on Austin Matthews. Can shrug that one off. And here comes Morgan Riley ahead. Bunting flops it with a backhand. It'll crawl on the top of the boards. Francouz couldn't handle it. Ripped off now for Brody. Down the boards, intercepted. Here comes Taves. At the Avs hurry, they can get numbers. Taves drops it off. Landeskog rink wide. Centering pass. McKinnon down the side, shoots and scores! Nathan McKinnon, the trailer, able to slip it through the 5-hole of Campbell, and the Avs needed that goal in the worst kind of way. It's now a 3-1 contest. McKinnon able to pop his 5th goal of the season, and everybody was involved in that one.
And this is a perfect example of how the Avalanche are so dominant in this building. Everybody's jumping up in the play. Taves reads it, jumps up. On the far side, you got Nathan McKinnon, who just waits that second. He didn't jump into the play. He waited for the opening, and then he's in the right spot to take that pass. And as you mentioned, Moshe, that goal is sort of, it gets the Avalanche like, okay, we played a bad period. But now we're just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
Unfair face-off at center ice. The Avs may have gotten a little bit fortunate there too, Pete, because it looks like that puck went off the stick of Brody and then bounced through the 5-hole of Campbell. Either way, it's McKinnon from Rantanen and Landeskog. And Devon Taves did a lot of heavy lifting on that play. Will not get a point. Steered into the Avs zone by the Leafs and Clifford. Murray. Run it by Cap. McDermott gives it up. Eric Johnson's on the move. EJ across the red line. Pops it for Helm. Couldn't get that wrist shot off his stick. Shadowed in half. Broken twig down there. Does belong to Helm. Was sent to the far corner. McDermott got in the way and lays a hit. That puck's in ahead. Watch out. Here comes Clifford. Former LA King with a drop pass for Cap. Chased into the corner there by JT Comfort. Aubé-Kubel tried to play a little catch-up. Ricochet through Simmons. Now it's reversed behind the net for Kampf. Off top hole. Quick shot. Never got through. Another shot deflected wide of the cage. Avs just get a little bit lackadaisical in their own end and sort of standing around. And as Matthews emerges, watch out for him again. Matthews kicks it to his forehand. Wrap around try and a save by Francouz. Aubé-Kubel had it stripped away. Matthews bangs it to the point. Muzzin, long wrist shot wide of the net. Hull keeps it in. Avs are dead tired in their own end. Centering pass and shot wide by Spezza. Did not get Wood on it. And Aubé-Kubel is just desperate to find the red line. He does, and the Avs can get a change with 1:15 to go in this first period.
Now for Austin Matthews, this has been the best period by an opponent here at the Ball Arena.
Sent ahead, right on the stick of Tavares. He rubbed off that puck by Bowen Barham. Good body play by the kid. Avs with a long stretch pass. Byram will work his way in. Byram with a wrist shot over the top of the net. Love to see the D get involved. Byram's got it back. Looks, shoots! Saved by Campbell as he snatches it ear high. 47.9 to left here in the first.
Now this is just Austin Matthews reading the play, coming across and being in the right spot at the right time, moving the puck, and that's this sweep around. And again, I get back to the fact that the man is 6'3", 6'4". Oh my! Oh! But here at the other end, the Avalanche again, and Bo Byram, who, he's played 16 games. He's got 11 points. You multiply that by 5, 80 games, 55 points. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, rookie, I think, is playing well. Center ice that eludes Matthews. He still leads all rookie defensemen in goals with 5. McKinnon drops it off for Landeskog. 30 seconds to go in the period. Back to McKinnon, who's back on his skates. Wrist shot, glove save, Campbell. And that's 3 nonchalant glove saves for Campbell here in this first. The first one was on Tyson Jost. This last one on McKinnon.
And again, just for the Avalanche, this big line. McKinnon hungry for that puck. Fell down, got up, got the shot on net. And Campbell again makes a big save. And boy, they have a lot of confidence in this kid, in Campbell.
Well, they should. The numbers were outstanding. He's got one more win of the season than Darcy Kemper, but his goals against average coming into tonight, 1.87, which is magnificent. Time winding down, 20 seconds to go. Can the Avs get another chance? Taves with a long bomb. Never got on net. It hit right. And Landeskog with a big-time shot, and that's off the stick of Mikheyev and into the far screen. So here we go, 13.8 left. Avs now leading shots on goal, 12-11, but trail 3-1. Can they win the draw and get one more kick at the can?
It was fun watching Landeskog after last game. Obviously, the game is over. He's got the hat trick. He was trying not to be like too little boyish with the smile, but a hat trick is just is so cool. The way that it happened for him.
Oh, very special. Hull skates it himself to the red line. Will drop it in. 5 seconds to go here, period number 1. Karn able to shimmy away from Kerfoot, and that will do it for the first 20 minutes of hockey here at Ball Arena. So Austin Matthews continues to eat and eat against the Colorado Avalanche. He's got a couple of tallies.
There's a lot of things in that period that you could balance out, but you couldn't balance out Matthews.
At the end of 1 here at Ball, it is the Maple Leafs 3 and the Avalanche 1. And you're watching Colorado Avalanche hockey on Altitude. Coming up after the break, stay tuned. You've got Kyle, you've got Riker, you've got Shunny Lyles. Highlights and more breakdowns coming up on the Intermission Report. Stick with us. First Bank, banking for good. Member FDIC. Beautiful look at downtown Denver, Colorado. Tonight at Inside Ball Arena we go with Peter McNabb by Mark Mosier. Avs find themselves in an unfamiliar position, trailing the Maple Leafs by a couple of tallies after 1. All right, let's take a look at tonight's Discover matchup. The top 2 centers, or 2 I should say, of the top centers in the entire world are going head-to-head here.
2 of the top 5, no question about it.
No doubt.
And Austin Matthews has been in control of this period, of this game, and in control of the 2 games that the Avalanche have played. Let's look at the 3 goals, and you're going to see the hunger in each one of them. Watch the reaction at the end by Austin Matthews. He's got a little bit of Ovi in him. Puck comes across, boom, yes. That's what I want to do. That's how I want to play this game tonight. And then he just does a really nice job for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Shot right there, bang again. He was right in McCarr's ear. But here's McKinnon. Now this is why the Avalanche are dangerous. Taves comes back, quick pass, he jumps up into the zone, and all of a sudden, bang, he's got the Avalanche 3-1. And these two guys are, Moshe, I heard somebody say to me, and I don't mean to laugh. I said, oh, geez, when those guys are out there, the rest of the guys just seem to be standing around. You can't do what these guys are doing. Never mind when they start doing their stuff, and you try to think and go, but here's an important moment in a next game or whenever Francouz comes in. Maybe he plays this game, maybe plays it. Kemper's next game will be huge. I can remember saying to you, Patrick Waugh was always so good after he played a bad game. Guess who told me that? Patrick Waugh. Patrick Waugh told me that, and I bought it, and it was right every time I saw it, and he believed it, and that's what you have to do. It's a belief. So for Kemper, that's what his goal will do.
Icy call the Leafs and here are the Geico stats for bundling made easy. Go to geico.com. You see the shots on goal. They took one away from Toronto during the intermission, and it's going to be interesting to see the rotation coming up here because the Avs will have back-to-back games coming up.
Day off tomorrow, but then as you say, back-to-back.
Seattle's in town on Monday. You're at Nashville on Tuesday.
And huge game against Nashville because Nashville just continues to just amaze me.
There's Morgan Ryder.
They're in Arizona, so they probably win tonight. And they go to 48 points. The Avalanche will be at 42. And however this game goes. So Nashville, do you go with Seattle and Francouz saying, okay, here we go at home. Let's let him have that game?
Perhaps. By the way, the last time the Avs trailed by 2 at the end of the first period, you guessed it, back on December 1st at the same Maple Leafs again by a score of 3-1. I don't want to see a repeat of that one. Avs need to get the next one desperately as Muzzin flings it off for Hull. Avs getting a change. Top line headed off the ice. Gerard and Taves are on the back end right now. Here comes Hull. Finds that red line and snaps that one into the Avs zone. Nylander chasing down Burakovsky. Scramble for that puck. Comes up. Austin Kadri. Good job by the Leafs in the neutral zone again to clock things up and to deny the Avs any kind of ability to get things going. Turnover and fired ahead Kadri. And a shimmy move around Muzzin and a wrist shot fought off by Campbell. He'll scoop that puck underneath his catching glove. All right, it's time for tonight's Taco Bell take.
Goals per game at home. Now the Pittsburgh Penguin Club that we're looking at right there, Francis, Lemieux, Yager, Mullen. I mean, it was endless what they had, and I was always upset. Pittsburgh lost to Florida in the playoffs. It should have been the Avalanche with their offense against Pittsburgh with their offense in the Stanley Cup Finals. They would have set out numbers that never would have been approached.
Oh, what a series that would have been. Not meant to be. Cut down by Kadri. Can he turn it onto the net? Walks in and shoots, and a save by Campbell. He got just a piece of it with his shoulder to send it into the screen. What was interesting about that graphic as well was that all of them happened either this year or in 95-96 season. That's just very interesting to me. Let's take a look here.
When you look at Kadri walking in, and again, there's so many ways to break down his game this year. He's been on the puck. He's been finding the puck. He's been making the right move. Campbell does a great job. That was really a good shot. We couldn't see from where we were sitting just what a really strong effort that was by Kadri.
Just ticked right off his shoulder. Rammed up and out by the Leafs all the way back to the Avs zone. This will be an icing call, so we'll do it all over again. Take a look at Nazem Kadri right there. 42 points this season. We talked about his 30 assists. Last time he had 30 assists, it was a career high. That was in a full season in 2013-14 with the Maple Leafs. Already got 30 assists this year, and here we are.
He's got not even halfway through. He's got 51 games left, Moshe, to do something.
Battled for the far circle. Cat. Tied up by Rantanen. Mikko able to poke that one free. Stood up by Dermott. Knocked down to the ice was Mikko. Fed ahead for Ritchie. He'll try the left wing this time around Girard and dumps it in. Byram. He and Spezza ran each other, or themselves, I should say, into the end boards. Girard on the breakout. Wraps it up for Landeskog. The captain delivers off McKinnon. A lot of speed. McKinnon racing in and shoots short side. What a save by Campbell. He just squeaked to that post and denied that tiny opportunity in that tiny sliver of open space.
And McKinnon's coming so fast that you almost have to guess when he's going to shoot so you can play that angle, because he's changing it the whole time.
Matthews had it poked away. Good play by Newhook. Off the glass it goes and out. I loved your comment earlier. The guys standing around watching Matthews and McKinnon. Well, yeah, because they're moving so fast, you can't do what they do. Sometimes all you can do is watch, as the Leafs send that one all the way back down to their own zone. They want to get a change anyway. Carr coming on the back end.
I always go back to my buddy Craig McTavish. I was doing this. I've said it before 100 times, but I was saying, what does Gretzky do? You're Max, he's not you too. And I go, what? He just plays the game better than anybody else.
Stop it.
And that's what McKinnon. No, and again, you watch the rush. It's the speed sometimes is lost on TV, because in actual, when we're watching this motion, it's almost breathtaking how quickly he's coming through. Head up, and you see how are you supposed to anticipate when he's going to unload that puck?
It's again, it's as hard as he fires the puck, but he's also coming that much faster than other guys too. So it's, I mean, it's right there.
For example, a guy like Campbell, you can't practice that because no one on the Toronto Maple Leafs skates that fast. Matthews is really, really fast and really big and has got obviously prevents his own problem, but he doesn't skate like McKinnon.
Oh, big collision at the blue line. Leafs have it. Simmons got hooked. Penalty coming up on the Avs. Delayed call. Muzzin throws it deep. Swept by Clipper to the far side. Here's Wayne Simmons. Wanted to go to the point. Avs want to gather control. Can't. Extra attacker is on. It's Matthews. Back to Hall. Finds Wayne. Matthews sends it off for Muzzin. Delayed penalty here on the Avalanche. Matthews hovering. So dangerous. Big wide stance. Matthews all the way to high in the zone. Sends it right around Kadri, chasing after that puck himself. Watch out, a turnaround shot blocked in front. So the Avs will be shorthanded for the first time this season. Going to be a hook on Alex Newhook. And the Leafs, with a #2 power play in the entire NHL, will display it for the first time tonight.
Number 18, 2 minutes for hooking.
You know, I've watched a lot of the Maple Leaf games because I just enjoy watching Austin Matthews play. But one of the things on this particular power play, he floats in and around everywhere. Everyone else has got a set spot, and he's the one guy that he'll be on this side down low. Then he'll be in the slot.
Sheldon Keefe gives him free room to roll. Nylander cross ice to Matthews, walks in and shoots over the top of the net. Golly, that's a scary shot. Nylander again. Delivers off down deep. Ricochet through Tavares. Avs try to get a hold of it. Confer chase. Flips it. Nylander is there. Nice shield with his body. Good job by Helm. Finds JT. Incidentally, the Toronto Maple Leafs have yet to give up a shorthanded goal this season. The Avs have scored 6. They're tied with Vegas for the top spot as Jost works his way in. Shorthanded. There's Tyson Jost. Will pop it up and out through Murray. Back to the Avs zone. Girard will flag down that puck and send it deep into the Toronto end. So a nice job there by the Avs to kill off plenty of time. Batted away. Logan O'Connor leads the team in shorthanded points. Works it around Nylander. Up it comes out of the zone. And right now the Avs just playing keep away with Toronto a little bit. Trying to kill off even more time. Crowd here at Ball Arena loves it.
Moj, you're looking for maybe a power play to get some momentum? Well, penalty kill has maybe added a little momentum for the Avalanche.
You saw the graphic. The Avs penalty kill is 28th in the NHL. So far, so good, though. Dickham. Ritchie. Avs sweep it to the near side with Helm. Got tied up, and that puck is rimmed around to the far side. Spezza. The veteran spinning. One shot on goal so far on this power play. The second unit is taking command. Long wrist shot wide of the cage. Mikheyev gets the puck back, walks into the circle, dishes down deep. Simmons gives it off, backhanded score. An easy goal by Nick Ritchie. Maple Leafs with a power play tally have made it a 4-1 game on just their 12th shot on goal in tonight's contest.
Moj, the story within the game. Ritchie was put on waivers the other day. Every single club in the National Hockey League had an opportunity to pick him up for what his contract is worth, about $1.2 million maybe. No one does. Now, after you clear waivers, you don't automatically have to go down to the minors. But you know, a lot of times it's not great for your ego. But you stay with the big club and you get a goal like that, and maybe it gets you just sort of some energy going inside of your game. So that's a big goal for Ritchie.
McKinnon and Clifford jousting before the face-off. Linesman will come in and tell them to settle down. Muzzin gives it back. Well, the Avs find themselves with another 3-goal deficit here. Not sure this Avalanche team wants to see Toronto again. Although if these two would meet up again this season, it would be in a Stanley Cup final. But boy, oh boy, Avs have now been outscored 12-4 by the Maple Leafs in 1+ games. What a play by Simmons, too. Parks his body right in front, shields, and then able to slide that puck to Ritchie, who read it well. Off McKinnon, and a stoppage in play. He was going through the door. We'll take a timeout. 13:43 to go here, period 2. The Maple Leafs strike pay dirt again on the power play with Ritchie. It's now a 4-1 Toronto lead.
All right, thanks, Moj. Yeah, you got to go all the way back to 2009 when the Maple Leafs drafted Nazem Kadri, number 7 overall. Guys, he played 9 seasons for the Leafs. You remember back in 2016-17 when he had back-to-back 32-goal seasons. Tonight, he's playing in game number 696. 700 will be coming up on Saturday when the Avs travel to take on the Coyotes. But what a year he's having so far. Leads the team with 30 assists and 42 points. And tonight, facing his old friends once again.
Where did he play, Moj, Kadri, when he scored 32 goals?
I think he was
no, he was a centerman. I'm setting you up here. I apologize. On the power play, he was that slot man.
That is correct.
Well, now who's that slot man? Tavares. They bring in Tavares, and he goes. It's automatically you're going to that third center, and you're going to the third center on the power play.
The Cadres weaved in and out of the slot in the Avs power play situation. Blocker saved by Campbell. Loose puck. Avs trying to get to it. They do. Obi Kubel. That's it around the far side. Logan O'Connor is not out with this line. Straight up top, McCarr. Tried to give it off, and Burakovsky was just not ready for it. Pushed down by Tavares. Stolen away, Burakovsky. He'll race in down the slot. Burakovsky got hooked and no call as Campbell's able to sweep that one away. Typically, Burakovsky will shoot that one. McCarr, long wrister, knocked down in front. Obi Kubel couldn't get a stick, and he got dumped. Here's Brody. Riley challenged by Kadri. The puck will lay behind the cage. Mikheyev tied up. Avs right now with a good shift. See if they can keep it alive. Kadri tried to sweep it out front for the captain. Landeskog has fresh legs. On the far side, Kadri bats it up. Goes to the point, and Cale Makar. He'll walk his way down the blue line. Dishes off now, Taves. Feeds it. McKinnon one-timer. What a save by Campbell. What a save. Goodness gracious. Here's McCarr walking in. He shoots it up. Saved by Campbell. Nonchalant blocker bats it away. Oh, you don't want to see that as the Leafs ice it. Oh, holy cow. Jack Campbell, a couple of huge saves in a row.
But Moj, you mentioned something that was really, really interesting. This building, as you watch Burakovsky right here, and a good play, good solid play. Thought there might be a play at the end. No, he was reaching around. No penalty. But the fans aren't used to it. The players aren't used to it. They need a play. And, you know, you get one play, and all of a sudden you're back within 2. And this place could explode.
Gerard shoots it wide of the net, and tied up was Mikko. McKinnon got dumped down. Avs keep it alive. Pushed right into the gut of Tavares. He'll spring Nylander. Racing into the Avs zone. Gerard playing catch-up. Nylander put the brakes on and sweeps off. Shot wide of the cage by Matthews. Oh, my goodness. Out of nowhere, the Leafs get a great scoring chance, and Matthews came jumping off the bench like he had springs in his legs. Tried to tip it off. Avs read that one well, and here comes Landeskog. Fires it up ice on net. Campbell fishes it off for Hall. Well, those couple 2-3 Campbell saves. Couple of blockers in the right pad on McKinnon. Ridiculous. Fed toward the slot. Bunting's got it. Got away from JT. Kerfoot tips it off looking for Matthews. So hard to contain. Look at him go. Matthews with a backhander and a save by Francouz. Eric Johnson says, I'm going to take over. The Condor flies ahead. Gives it off. Return pass swept away. Comes to Newhook with his shot, and that's blocked. Johnson with his shot off the side of the net. It was deflected. EJ up to the point. Murray off the bench. Swings it down deep with a bouncing puck.
Knows when you're down 4-1, this is the pace you want.
Absolutely. Just throw caution to the wind anyway.
Just go.
Set up ice. Turnover. Matthews able to bash it off a stick to Clifford. Turnover in the slot. Tyson Jones chased by Cini. Outlet pass broken up by Matthews again. Well, he's having a, I mean, he just must love seeing the burgundy and blue. Must love it.
He's just flat feeling like playing hockey tonight.
Ugh. Bumped in by the Leafs. Here's Clifford. The trapezoid. Fired up ice. Batted back for Jost. Stares at Simmons. Gives it off for Helm, who will try the right wing this time. Up to the front of the net. An easy save by Campbell with 9:59 to go here, period number 2. And the Avs find themselves trailing again by 3 goals. William Nylander leads the Maple Leafs in scoring. Almost gave Matthews a chance. The Littleton Hockey 14 and under B Black team, fresh off their championship at the Can-Am Challenge in Las Vegas. Congratulations, Hawks. To learn more about youth hockey in Colorado, please visit co.hockey.
What a segue. Vegas All-Star game. But what's happening tonight first, Moj, in Vegas? Fleury is returning to Vegas for the first time. Marc-Andre Fleury. And you should see the players' reaction from the Vegas guys who were there. He put it on the map. He made hockey in this town. It is going to be crazy there.
It was amazing because Pittsburgh said, all right, let's work out a deal.
Yeah, exactly.
The expansion draft, and Fleury says, yeah, I'll go. Absolutely.
And only there.
Spectacular.
And only there.
Absolutely.
That was the only place he would go.
The Leafs with a draw again. Brody. No outlet to find with Riley. He'll have to whip it ahead. Gets through Bunting. It was deflected, and therefore it's played by Francouz. Avs with 21 shots on goal. The Leafs only have 14, but they've scored on 4 of them. Dale McCarr to the red line will drop that one in. Nico couldn't gather control as Matthews used his body as a shield. Now reverses it. The Avs defensemen always jump into the play. You're going to see a lot more of it coming up here as McCarr had it batted away by Riley, and a good recovery off the glass at Combs. McKinnon, the only goal for the Avs tonight did come from Rantanen and Landeskog. For Mikko, his 21st assist. For Landeskog, his 21st assist. And that's all the Avs have to show for their effort here this evening. Ripped up through Ritchie. Played by Francouz. Bumps it. Mikko up the boards with a backhand. Did not get it up through Kemp. Drops it back into the corner. Comes to Burakovsky. He can't hang on. Spezza hovers. Delivers, I should say. Dishes redirected down low by Girard. And so Francouz had to make it save on his own player. Now Ritchie gets into it with Sammy G. Avs have a couple of other players who will jump into the mix.
I believe this was way closer than you wanted it to be. Watch the right pad of Francouz. Or there wasn't the glove. He gloved it.
Yeah, catching glove is Girard.
He's going completely body-wise the other way. Puck comes across, and he's able to. There's 5-1 Moj. It's a long, long way back. This is tough. Wow, what an important save.
Well, terrific deflection by Girard. Stepping to be on his own net. Obviously wasn't trying to do it as Kadri stepped in front of his defenseman. Here's Newhook to take the draw against Tavares. Aube-Kubel couldn't get it out. Mikheyev skates through that puck. Now gets it in the backhand for Nylander. Delivered off far side. Hall turns it right through the top of the crease. Muzzin up top and a one-timer. Gloved by Francouz. He'll hang on. All right, it's time for The Future is in Your Hands. It's all presented by the Ball Corporation.
And again, Moshe, I get back to the idea that, you know, I've been doing a lot of sitting around the house, getting a lot of phone calls from people. And a lot of what's wrong with McKinnon. He's off to the best start of his career. And people will tell me I'm lying. They'll say, no, that's just your opinion. How could it be my opinion? I've got the numbers to back it up. I mean, it is amazing what people expect from a guy like Nathan McKinnon. If the best ever in Avalanche history isn't good enough, that's got to be a tough task.
He's got 5 goals, but all the assists. Just incredible for Nathan McKinnon. 29 on the season.
Oh, you don't see it very often, absolutely. Is it normal? No, but it's what he's doing this year.
Paul to the red line. Seen he couldn't hang on. Swept off for Eric Johnson. Here's EJ. Head for comfort. JT. Chased into the zone. Now got loose. Wanted to go to the point. McKinnon. A dancing move. Got away from Clifford. McKinnon. Bottom of the circle. Set it in front. And it's off the skate of Simmons. He was trying to find Byron for a backdoor play. Kadri now. Avs changing things up. Up to Bowen. Byron to the near side. Here's McCarr. McKinnon. Top of the circles with a wrist shot and a save by Campbell. Right in front of him was his defenseman. May have hit him. Avs need to keep the legs moving. Kadri staying with the play. Walks that line. Does not dish off yet. Turns it down off the stick of Muzzin, who will just bat it up and out. Kadri got trapped at the blue line there a little bit. Had no choice but trying to throw it deep. Fired ahead. JT walking in. Comfort, a centering pass, easily picked off by Matthews, who read it well. Up the boards, McCarr can't control Kerfoot. Out it comes Helm, flashing his speed back to his own line as Kerfoot swings it into the corner. Sammy G peels away from Bunting, finds refuge. Here comes Helm. Got through Matthews. Helm gives it up. Burakovsky walks in. Burakovsky, a wraparound try. The net was empty, and it gets through Tyson Jost. Oh, good golly almighty. Campbell had chased the puck all the way out of his crease to the far side. And that pass missed Tyson Jost.
I haven't seen Campbell play that much. I look back after that last play. The puck comes out of the zone. He's got one hand on the net. He's just sort of leaning back. This is a cool customer.
Thirdly is McKinnon. Kicks it right around Spezza. To the corner for the captain. Top line reunited. Here's McKinnon, trapezoid. Stuffed. Scramble for that puck as Dermott took it away. Up it comes and out. It'll bounce back to the Av zone, forcing the Condor to go chase. 5:45 to go here. Period number 2. The Leafs with the only tally of this period. McKinnon gives it up now for Logan O'Connor, and he threw it off the linesman. Oh boy, I heard that. I agree. Tavares delivers down deep. It's off the glove of Francouz. Loose puck into the corner. Mikheyev bounces it up top. Nylander took it away. Brody was there. Nylander will dart through the circle. Shot saved by Francouz. Tavares throws his head back. He can't believe it. It's the best save of the game for number 39. We'll take a timeout. Avs still trailing by a score of 4-1.
Section 126 during the second intermission. Completed all intermission long taking pictures and signing up.
Should be a mountain time in your hand, and if the score continues like this, Pete, I'm going to be crushing a lot of mountain time tonight. Here's McKinnon.
And again, this big line, McKinnon's getting his opportunities. Where does his puck go? Because it missed his stick. But here's another big save. 5-1 is not going to be come back from. You're not doing it. But speaking of mountain time, how many is Kyle going to have tonight on his birthday? Here's
well, how many did he have last night? Ask him that.
That's just a warm-up. He's got to have one per year. How about that? Try that little trick.
That sounds good. Well, Johnny Lyles slept, I think, until noon, so maybe that should tell you. Here's Logan O'Connor, tripped up by Nylander. No penalty called. Avs may have caught a break there. Maybe Nylander tripped himself up, but it didn't look like it. Here's Mikheyev in the corner. Working around Kadri's side of the net. Loose puck shot safe for Francouz. He'll buckle it underneath his left pad. 4:42 to go here in period number 2. And Avalanche fans, 2022 All-Star Game in February, but the vote for the Central Division captain has already begun. So right now, vote for Makar, Kadri, Rantanen, Landeskog, and Nathan MacKinnon. Each ballot you submit earns you a chance to win a trip to the 2022 NHL All-Star Weekend presented by Honda in Las Vegas. The voting ends tonight.
Yes, tonight.
So go to NHL.com/vote.
I'll bet you that we get 2 of the captains in this game tonight. MacKinnon for the Central, Matthews for the Atlantic.
I think you're right.
I'm really stepping out, aren't I?
Yeah, good call, Pete. 2 of the best players on the planet. Having great seasons. He ain't the best in the business for nothing, folks. Here comes Bowen Byram. Got the red line. Chased down by Jost. You know, when you look back to that miss by Jost just off the end of his blade, Campbell actually did a really good job to get back into the net. Sprung is bunting from Matthews. Drop pass finds Kerfoot. Leaves his way. Wanted to cough it up, turns and fires. Easy glove save by Francouz. Is bunting and Bowen Byram now get into it. You always worry about the kid. Matthews comes and hugs him right out of the pile.
One thing about getting hugged by Austin Matthews.
6'3", 6'3", and 210. Just kind of.
No, both 220.
Think so?
Oh, absolutely. He's a beast. And these guys just get bigger and stronger as the years go along. But boy, you love how this Bo Byram plays the game.
There he is.
He got a little mad, bang, pop you in the head.
I do not want to see any kind of popping in the head on Bowen Byram. Bunting. Drop far circle with Landeskog against Tavares. Swept off. Paul drops it deep. Comes to Muzzin. Now Gabe Landeskog. Chased by Tavares. Turns it straight up the gut. Here comes 92. Sweeps it off from the car. Will do the honors of getting that puck in. In the far corner. Down to the ice with the captain. MacKinnon tried to give it to Taves. It was not out of the zone, but Leafs now able to clear. Taves finds MacKinnon. MacKinnon a drag move, and MacKinnon crushed down to the ice right in the low slot. There is no penalty call. Oh, the crowd upset about that. Obe Kubel works it, centers it, bang it away. Comes up to Mikhail Makar. Back to Obe Kubel. Shoots! Saved by Campbell, and it went off the end of his glove. Here is Kale. Looks up top. Makar sweeps and shoots. He scores! Oh, my goodness gracious. Cale Makar, what can you do? Got that loose puck. Turned it to the forehand, and against the grain, throws it short side past the glove of Campbell to get the Avs back in this one. It's now a 4-2 game, his 15th of the season.
McKinnon's mad. The Avs are mad. The fans are mad. The Avs need something. And who does it? Well, the first goal was by MacKinnon, and now this goal is just walking across. Walks across, right-handed shot. Walk, 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 top shelf. Now, did somebody touch it?
No, that just went right in. What a goal by Cale Makar.
And Moj, again, a timely goal. This didn't make it 8-1 the other night. This made it 4-2 inside of this game that is now right there for the Avalanche for the whole third period.
In the slot, Spezza chased to the near side. Nazem Kadri gets another assist. That's 43 points on the season. Obe Kubel picked up the second helper to the point German. Avs need to lock things down now here. Under 3 minutes to go in the period. Kick save by Francouz on calf. Good golly, that got crazy for a second. Here comes Burakovsky. Straight up the gut. A shimmy move. Burakovsky's in with a wrister, and he whistles it wide of the net. It'll rim up and all the way down.
I had a very, very, very good friend of mine tell me when the hockey was getting bogged down, he said, you take away the home team's ability to come back in a game, and you've destroyed the game.
100%.
And they've changed the rules, and now we're all sensing like, well, maybe they won't, but we know they can.
That's exactly. If any team can, this team can. Bunting. Offside. 2:08 to go here, period number 2. And now we've got some more pushing and shoving. So Bowen Byron and Michael Bunting continue to jaw at each other.
You know, again, I mean, what a great right pad save. And it's always interesting watching Francouz because we haven't seen that many. Remember we were back when we had Jose Theodore, right-hand catching. It changes how they approach things. But this Bo Byron, somebody came over to try to say something to him. He says, I know what I'm doing. Don't worry, I didn't take a penalty. That's the whole key. If the other guy off the game, you don't take a penalty.
I can handle myself.
Yeah.
Just worry about it, you know? Landeskog out of the pile. Wanted to give it up. What a good play by Kerfoot. Very smooth stick. Alexander Kerfoot drops it in. Byron pops it to the near side. Waiting there is Riley. Morgan Riley finds Matthews. Chased by Mikko. Got loose. Matthews dumps it back. Flip down the boards by Austin Matthews for Bunting. Kept it in. Leafs right now cycling at will. Brody with a bomb and a glove save there by Francouz. 21st shot on goal for the Maple Leafs in this game. They've got a 4-2 lead. How would you like to go to the All-Star game in Vegas? You're very familiar with Vegas.
Yeah.
You know, you'd be at the game and then you'd be at the Keno machine and that's it.
No, I can see the game on TV.
Oh, from the Keno machine.
From the Keno.
Oh, gotcha.
Wake up, Mose. Wake up.
Yeah, good point. Not able to get 91 to the draw here. Kadri wins it. Montes. Run it by Mikko. Screwed into the Icers. Obi Kubel, not once but twice. Penalty coming up on the Maple Leafs. Kadri rubbed off on the boards and a stoppage in play. So the Avs will get a power play chance with 1:14 to go here.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch if you're Toronto.
Harris to the box for, let's see officially what they call.
Toronto, number 91, 2 minutes for holding.
Officially a holding penalty. Steve Kazari makes the call.
This is almost one of those ones, Mose, where you think 4 or 5 almost makes a for sure call. It just seemed like they were right on the verge.
A little preponderance of evidence building up over time.
You can use words like that.
I used to watch a lot of
Days of Our Lives.
LA Law. I don't know what he is. Perry Mason.
Perry Mason.
He's before my time. Here's Landeskog on the far side. As with their second power play of the game, Leafs do not take a ton of penalties. Bashed off a stick. Comes to Kerfoot, he'll find the boards.
No, the Maple Leafs are the least penalized club in the league. They have toughness covered. They've got, Simmons, and so there's nothing necessary.
McKinnon's flying. Gives it off for Mikko. Rantanen darting through the circle up to Kale. They'll survey the situation. Kadri. McKinnon down deep. Saved by Campbell. Rebound. Saved by Campbell. Kicked into the far corner. Kadri bats it up to the point. McCarr settles it down, but had it off his stick. Kept it in. Kadri challenged. Can he get it through ball? He can. Wrapped to the near side. Rantanen flags down the loose puck. Avs a little bit disjointed. Want to get it set back up. They do. No, they don't. It comes out of the zone. 22 seconds left in the second period. Maybe the last rush here. McCarr thought about dishing. He'll fly ahead and drop it for McKinnon. 15 seconds left. McKinnon gives it off. Landeskog gives it up to the near side. Written into the circle. Shoots. Saved by Campbell. Point blank. Kicked up the boards. 4 seconds to go. Kadri turns, fires it into the far corner. Turned on net and is saved by Campbell. The Avs will have 46 seconds to go on the power play to begin period at number 3. Each team with a single tally in that second frame, but the Avs had desperately needed one to get back into this thing.
Francouz has made some huge saves, but the Avalanche Leafs know that they're in this game.
After 2 periods of play, it's the Maple Leafs 4 and the Avalanche 2. And you're watching Colorado Avalanche hockey on Altitude. Coming up after the break, stay tuned. They've got Kyle Riker and JML. They've got highlights and much, much more with the Toyota Intermission Report. You buy King Soopers, fresh for everyone. And by Sondermind, therapy that works because we make it work for you. Online or in person, go to Sondermind.com. The third period is upon us with Peter McNabb. I'm Mark Mosier back at Ball Arena. The Avalanche trailing the Maple Leafs 4-2 as we get ready for the final frame. All right, let's take a look at the ball recycle reel highlights.
And Mosier, it's been a fascinating game. Anytime you fall back 3-0, Campbell's made some big saves. And you can see why the hype on Campbell now. He's very calm, very relaxed. Does not put pressure on his own player. But Francouz, ever since he's come in, has made a couple of really timely, key, spectacular saves. Now, he's not the biggest guy, Francouz, so he has to be so sharp. And it's not easy to do that in practice. You can practice and practice and practice, but then all of a sudden, game time comes, as it did when his first game against Columbus. You're not quite there. Or Nashville, pardon. And, you know, but tonight he has been right on it.
46 seconds to go in the Avs power play. It's only their second of the game. But if they can get one here.
I was going to say, Mosier, it's 50. When you add on the time it takes to rejoin the play, it's about 55 seconds.
H2 in the draw. Drop it for Cale Makar. He'll immediately scamper up ice. No drop pass this time. Makar swings it ahead for Rantanen. Off his tape. Faces it. Poked at Landeskog. Makar. Now McKinnon top of the circle with his shot. That puck is not free. There are the Geico stats for bundling made easy. Go to geico.com. McKinnon in the circle. Bats it back up top for Cale. Time winding down. McKinnon turnaround shot. Good stick there by Muzzin.
Do you know who made that play? Son of a gun. Does he know hockey? Cale Makar. He slid along the blue line. He absolutely should not have been there. And all of a sudden, he's right on that blue line. Keeps a puck in the zone. And it's bing, bing, bing. And the Avalanche have a great opportunity. Not only is he emotionally, physically does he know what he's doing. Mentally, he's got a handle on this game.
Awesome Kadri down the boards. In time winding down. 5 to go in the power play. Landeskog tips it off McKinnon. A drive move and a shot. Saved by Campbell. Rebound. Kicked into the corner. A lot of bodies in the way. Out of the box is Tavares. So the Avs on the night. Had 4 shots on goal in that power play. They're 0 for 2. Landeskog racks up Hall. So now the Avs will have to do it the hard way. Even strength. 5-on-5 hockey. Here's Hall. Sweeps it off. Up ahead for Bunting. Challenged by Burakovsky. Gerard pokes it back. Here comes Alex Newhook. Weaves his way to the circle with a wrist shot. An easy glove saved by Campbell. And he stares at his catching glove for good measure.
Newhook, really an interesting player. 7 goals this year. First 3 came here at home. And, you know, were good goals, and they were exciting. The last 4 have all come on the road in key games for the Colorado Avalanche. They've been trying to get themselves going. I maintain he's got a little bit of Burakovsky in him. You're not going to notice him maybe for a little bit, and then all of a sudden he's going to make a play, like he did in Chicago, where he took the puck off the wall and walked in the backhand. That's what he can do.
Rug got free. Swings it off. One-timer saved by Campbell. Brody pounds it far side. Taves awaits. Well done by Riley. Kept him by the edge at the blue line. Here comes Burakovsky into the corner. Pochak. Out comes Nylander. You know, Pete, again, I think that time with the Colorado Eagles and Coach Cronin really did a wonderful job for, did wonderful things for Alex Newhook. Settled him down, confidence was there, and he's been a different player when he came back.
I'll disagree. He did a great job, because you can send a guy down, and if he does not do, because you know the first thing they're going to do, they're going to be here. The coaching staff here is going to say, "You're going down. This is what we want." How long is the ride? 2-hour drive?
About an hour and a half.
Hour and a half. You can start to pout. You can put the, get gas in the car and start driving down. Boy, did I get hammered right there. Played 1 game. What are they doing to me? They're not even giving me an opportunity. Instead, you go down, you listen. You get your teammates on your side.
Couple saves by Campbell. Puck in the crease, and it's kicked away. Oh, goodness. I think it was going to crawl across the goal line. Campbell made the save. Comes back to EJ. One-timer off a leg and wide. Clifford able to bash it ahead into the Avs zone. The back check taken away by Jost. Wraps it up now for Held. Oh boy, a goal mouth scramble, and Campbell looked almost down and out, but he got that right pad across to deny. Head off of Landeskog, it comes in. Top line out. Out for the Avalanche and Jared Bednar. Turnover. McCarr down low, redirected. What a save by Campbell on Rantanen. Golly, that guy. Up to Caleb comes. Wrist shot. Knocked down in the slot. Got right through the skate of Landeskog, and Spence's tied up. He'll find the glass, and out it will come.
A couple things for Toronto, Moj. If you look at their MO, they really rely on 4 defensemen. I don't know if you can do that in this building. And they cannot play this way. Well, Campbell may have a say in that. But you're not likely to play this way for this 20 minutes and get out of this period.
Hadley couldn't squeak that one through Riley. Here comes Morgan Riley back in. Bunting. Pulls it off from Matthews. Austin Matthews on the reversal. Gives it up far side of the roll right to Brody. Long slap shot off the inboards. Tipped up top by the Avs. And here is Comfort to turn it for Burakovsky. Works it in. Burakovsky finds Kadri. There's a reshot and a save by Campbell. Sort of tied him up, but he hangs on. Well, in front of that net, Pete, there was a big goal mouth scramble.
Well, the Avalanche now, this is what they need to do. The guys that are on that 3rd and 4th line, tire out the defenseman, tire out the goaltender. So when you throw the big guys out there, then they're going to be like huffing and puffing. Maybe you get an icing where you can really take advantage of things.
New Hook cannot win the draw. Avs have outshot the Leafs 7-0 to start this period. Mikheyev between his legs. It's a foot race back to the Avs. New Hook pops it off for Murray. Now Girard. Avs with 34 shots. The Leafs with only 20. But it's been the Austin Matthews show. Lobbed in by Girard. That puck crawled right along the top of the boards. Sandin. Gives it for Tavares, and Ellis lifted out. You can see the Leafs right now, Pete. They're not trying to exit the zone as that puck goes into the Leaf bench. They're just sort of throwing it out of the zone. Yeah. Hey, visit Cooney Lexus of Greenwood Village. Come in and see why. Cooney Lexus of Greenwood Village is Colorado's #1 Lexus dealer for new and certified pre-owned Lexus sales.
You know, it's like the puck's coming, and you just kind of poof it along. In the first period, snap, bang, out of the zone. And now it's just kind of here, you please. Get it out so I can get off.
Is that an industry term? Poof it? Sort of just poof it? Poof it. Sort of just poof it out there. Spezza. Cut downwards. Richie. He didn't like it. Half top line is on the ice. Fired up for Landeskog. Got around Hull. Oh, wanted to center it off, and what a play by Hull on the recovery. Mikko, a dangle move to the near side. Pops it up for Nathan McKinnon. Wrist shot in traffic, and it's kicked wide of the cage. McCarr pokes it off for McKinnon. He took a hit. Loose puck down in the slot. Mikko flags it down. And he gave it right away to Spezza. Well, you can see the top line out with the top pair. They're just impossible to contain in the zone unless they give that puck away, and that time they did.
And they put so much pressure on you down low that everybody's got to, for the defensive club's got to crash down low, which frees up McCarr and Taves.
Offside call on the Avs.
Well, for the Toronto Maple Leafs, the question will always be, as he comes back and makes just a desperation great play, do they have enough defense to really contend, especially to try to get out of their own division?
I take that back. He's knocked out with a high stick. So the draw will be in the near circle. Oh, here's Kadri leaning in. Here's a look at Justin Hall. Terrific young player for Toronto. Oh, he's 29. He's not that young. Compared to you, yeah. I could be his older brother. It's funny as there is a Mosier now in the National Hockey League playing for the Coyotes. We'll see him on Friday and Saturday. First one ever, Pete.
God help us.
He's going to be a star, you know it. Up the boards it comes. Brody finds Kerfoot. Kerfoot scoring the first goal of this game against his former team. He now has 2 goals against his former squad. Matthews dancing high in the zone. Gets it off. Avs trying to take it away. Bunting stays with the play. Byron pokes at it. Matthews kicked at it. He still reaches out for it. Got chopped down, and the puck is behind the net. Oh, Matthews relentless, staying with the play. That one let go. Bowen Byron shields with his body. Tries to work it to the forehand. Got tied up again by Matthews. It rolls to the point. Matthews is just a one-man wrecking crew out there. He just won't let you get free of the play. And now he'll finally peel off on a change of his own. Here come the Avs waiting for the changes. Girard. Swept off Murray. Wraps it ahead through Helm. And an icing call. He did not get the red line. Tyson Joe said, I touched the puck. He's yelling at the linesman, but they're not going to buy it. And so we'll bring it back to the Avalanche zone.
Now they're asking maybe to have a little conference on this one, but no. Well, let's see how important this is.
Well, thank goodness Matthews was dead tired.
But sometimes, Moj, when you're mad like this, you forget what your assignment is, and you overplay.
Puck is down. Derby throws it off the inboards. Oh my goodness! I think EJ just shot it into his own goalie.
Or you shoot it into your own goaltender. You're so upset.
I guess. What a takeaway by Spezza. Couldn't center it though. I think Johnson was trying to go wider than that. It's going to be an icing call on the Avalanche again. And there's your whistle. Let's take a look back at what happened here.
Puck comes back, bounces off the boards now.
Oh, it was Ritchie, not Eric Johnson.
Yeah. Wow. And again, Ritchie scored a goal. You know, after he was on waivers. You're on waivers. Most you're starting a road trip. You know, you don't know what's going to happen over the course of the next few days.
Here come the Leafs. Muzzin delivers off to Veris. Robbed by Francouz in the slot. Good stick by Jost to get that puck out. Leafs steer it back in. Ripped ahead though. Off the bench is Redmond. Off the end of his stick. Ball goes down in a heap. Here's Muzzin. Fired ahead for Nylander. Shoots. Gloved by Francouz. An easy save. A 12:32 to go in the third. And a timeout is coming your way. Avs still trailing the Maple Leafs by a score of 4-2. Downtown Denver, beautiful on a Saturday night.
Chris Life is going for the DDR.
Let's do this.
All right, thanks so much, Kyle. You look at that Atlantic, my goodness. Metro, everything's just so top heavy right now. And I agree with you, Pete. You made the point the other night. I think that the 8 teams that are in right now in the East are going to be the 8 teams that are in.
Which means we have 50 games to look around and see how you want to improve your club for next year if you're one of those clubs that didn't make the playoffs.
Poked away by Landeskog. Got tripped up. Penalty coming. That puck is down the slot and it's touched by Campbell. So the Avs will go on the power play as it was Brody who saved a 2-on-1, perhaps a goal. He'll sit for 2 minutes.
Well, Gabe, he picked up a game winner the other night amongst those goals that he scored, the hat trick. And that one doesn't seem like a big play, but it's another huge play for the Avalanche. Draws a penalty because the game was starting to settle in like we don't like it. Now all of a sudden you got 2 minutes to really get things going.
See what the Avs can do here on the power play. Muzzin sends it all the way down. The last couple of draws on the Avs power play opportunities, they have not been able to win it. Leafs have forced them to retrieve and set up. Here comes McKinnon after the slingshot. Swings it up for the captain. Landeskog found some real estate. Mikko into the slot with a shot wide of the net. He got a lot on it. Kadri had that one chopped away, picked up by Landeskog. Finds McCarr, things are settled down, Avs reset. Side of the net in front, Kadri couldn't get good wood on it, but he had Campbell down. McKinnon had it escape him, out it comes. What a great feed, but Kadri had it handcuffing. Right on the heel of the stick, dropped it off, Kadri. Bumps it up top now for McCarr at the point. Far side, Mikko sends it in the slot, redirected into save by Campbell. Right now, Jack Campbell just feeling it for the Maple Leafs, and it's given away by McKinnon. Down it goes. Second unit will come out for the Avs. At least part of the second unit. Rantanen stayed on the ice. Moves it off for Landeskog. So a different look for Jared Bednar. Burakovsky in a circle. Back to the point. Here is Taves. Straight away. Now Sammy Girard. Gives it back for Taves. Got some room. Far circle, it's Rico. Try to sweep it off, and again the Leafs with a good stick. Habs want to get right back in. Down the boards, here comes Taves. Drop pass, Kadri. Still out there is Nazem Kadri. To the point, can Girard get there? He can. 2 shots on goal for the Avs so far on this power play. Stuff far side for Burakovsky. Rips it off for Taves, and it went off the heel of his stick. Avs keep it in. Time winding down. It's in front. Saved by Campbell. Saved by Campbell. Comes to Taves. He'll shoot. Oh my goodness. No way. Jack Campbell just made a diving glove save. Oh, that's impossible, but I just saw it happen. And Pete, so did you.
I saw him come across. I thought, oh, maybe he got his body on it. He actually caught it. That's just one. No wonder they have so much confidence in this kid.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. That's just a great goaltended save.
It's like a shortstop diving for a ball
that's hit a pebble and going back the other way.
Yeah, incredible. But what else can the Avs do here?
Keep going, Moshe.
They got 4 shots on goal this power play, but they got to win this draw. Plenty of time left in this game, and they do win it. Byram feeds it off. Here's McCall with a wrist shot. Save. Campbell got it right in the gut. Big breadbasket save there, but what a save by Campbell earlier. Had a couple of pad saves and then the diving glove save.
I love watching these goaltenders, that when they're on their game, their reaction afterwards is, yeah, I saw it. I mean, what are you so excited about? I saw the puck coming through. You know, they're...
Well, the guy makes a Superman diving glove save, and he's like, eh. Avs win the draw. Out of the box comes Brody. Sent down deep, redirected wide by Landeskog. Nico steers it off into the corner. Avs now with 39 shots on goal. Still have half the third period to go. Bowen Byram walks in and shoots. Saved by Campbell with the left pad. That was off the end boards.
That was a pass, Mose. He's passing it off the pads.
Backhand shot. Saved by Campbell. Score! Oh, the Avs are finally rewarded. It did cross the goal line. Gabe Landeskog able to knock it home to make it a 4-3 game for the captain. That's his 14th of the season, and the Avs are finally rewarded on their 40th shot on goal. They get another tally to get within 1.
Did he almost knock this one out himself? Watch the stick. No. Oh.
I think Muzzin reached in, Pete, across the goal line and batted it out.
Did it hit the pad? Well, that wasn't over by much, was it?
Just barely.
Oh, yeah, but for sure. For sure. For sure.
So Steve Kazari is over talking to Sheldon Keefe about what he saw. Either way, that is an absolutely good goal, unless they're running it back to 2 minutes before or something of that nature.
I was going to say that this can, I'm thinking, can be the only thing that they're looking at, and it certainly 100% right there. Crosses. There's white right there.
So it is a good goal. The Avs are within 1.
And here's where the play starts. The ball arena starts to just like pulse.
Here's Girard to flip it in off the glass, but it hit the corner. Well, Jack Campbell has been phenomenal tonight, obviously, but sometimes you have to try to fight through that, and Gabe Landeskog certainly did. Nico Rantanen picks up another helper. That's his second of the night, his 22nd of the season. We'll take a timeout. 9:45 to go in the third period. This one is not over at all, so stick with us. Gabe Landeskog comes up huge. It's a 4-3 Maple Leaf lead. Products Monday, the Avs host the Seattle Kraken in their only visit of the season. So join us right here on Altitude when complete coverage begins at 6:30. It's the Kraken and the Avalanche. Monday Night Hockey right here on Altitude.
And the Kraken playing the way an expansion club we expect them to play. They're good, they're tough, they'll be a hard team to beat, but you should be able to do it at home.
Leafs win the draw. Give it off now for Riley. Bunting, a two-hand whack. Puck now flung into the Avs zone. Brody got there in front of Burakovsky. He'll shadow him and push him into the boards on the near side. Crowd likes that. And a roll goal right off for Riley. And the outlet was intended for Bunting. Good job by O'Connor. Here's Bunting. Now to take it away by Kadri. Now Burakovsky weaves back and dishes off. Avs will get a change. Top line coming on. Flung ahead, it's O'Connor. Brody was able to sweep that one away. Dermott gives it back. All kinds of room for Brody. He'll find the glass. Carr steps in front of Tavares. There's McKinnon. Missed Landeskog at center ice. Slot back in by Dermott. On the move is Tavares. You can see with Mitchell Marner in this lineup just how potent the Toronto Maple Leafs can be. McKinnon back the other way. Avs are onside. Puck just inside the blue line. Leafs want to poke it out, and they do. That one hit Nylander in the skate. McCarr says, I'll give it up again. A good stick again by Tavares in the neutral zone. Just amazed at how the Leafs are just so good with those sticks. They really are. Compher shoots on. He shoots and scores. JT Compher out of nowhere. Behind the net, Mikko Rantanen. They got Campbell looking the wrong way. And Timothy is able to tie the game at 4 on his 7th of the season. He parked himself and rammed it home.
Now, when you're watching this from our angle, you could see 37's wide open. But what you can't see is that this is just a ridiculously great play. Oh my goodness gracious, back through. Look at this play by Rantanen. Puck will come to him right here. Everybody in the building is going the other way. And he goes, look at poor Campbell. Right off the butt. Right off the butt. And that hit him. He must have gone, what was that? Because he was... Toronto is going well, and now Toronto, 8 minutes to go in this hockey game. They're swimming upstream.
There's got to be a significant pucker factor. The Avs have scored 2 goals within a minute 36. Obe Kubel challenges. Leafs don't get to it with Ritchie. Here is Kadri. Could not get it deep.
Sticks down, Mo. Sticks down. Everything down. Get the puck in the zone. You're playing great hockey. Don't take a penalty.
Watch out for 34.
Yeah, find him.
Stolen away Burakovsky. Through traffic, Burakovsky had his pocket picked in the slot. Taves funnels it back to Burakovsky. Where's wide? Now Taves in the breakout. Marching to that red line. He'll snap that puck in. I couldn't believe what I saw, Pete. Rantanen just backhand flipped it. And Compher buried it right, as you say,
the Tushy.
The Tushy. Icing call on the Maple Leafs. Let's take another look at it. It happened so quickly.
Now, try to figure out when Rantanen decides to pass it. When did he know that Compher was wide open in a slot like this? He hasn't even looked down. That's just hockey instincts, hockey ability at its best right there. That is an unbelievable hockey play by Mikko Rantanen.
Avs have come storming back to tie. It's McCarr. Sends it in the slot, redirected wide by Mikko, and he had a great look. Well, Peter, you talked about it. You just keep trying, and you get the guys worn down just a little bit. Get the goalie tired just a little bit. 43 shots on goal tonight for the Avalanche.
At altitude, there haven't been the practices that they expected to have. COVID's been everywhere.
Here's Brody to Riley. Throws it off the inboards. Kerfoot hovering. Stuffed by McCarr. And sweep it away. Tapped it. Challenged. Another turnover. Kerfoot swings it up top to Matthews. Riley down deep. Morgan Riley had it knocked away. Fought for by Francouz, and that puck is loose to Girard. Here comes Sammy G. The crowd erupting at Ball Arena. He'll find the red line, and the Avs will get a wholesale change. 5 fresh skaters coming on for the Avalanche.
And another thing, Mo, you and I talked about, that home team comeback. This place is just on fire right now.
Owen Byram gave it up. Tavares over skates it. It's passed to the far side as Muzzin will activate deep. Tavares. That one sent through Nylander, comes to Hall. Chopped down by Tyson Jost in a good defensive play. Out into the neutral zone, it's batted ahead. Racing forward is O'Connor. He and Muzzin do battle along the corner boards. It's pushed up for Tavares though. Tavares is cut down, coughed up at center ice, bashed back ahead, and things are getting physical. O'Connor drops it down the wing. This building has gotten very, very loud in the centering pass. It went through Newhook. He had his stick lifted. It's now the Avs with active sticks.
Physical doesn't mean stupid.
Off the end of Kadri's twig. Sends it up off the glass. Here's Burakovsky, and he couldn't control it. Dumped back by the Leafs, and that's going to be an icing call. No, waved off. One linesman had it as icing. The other one said, Kadri, cross-check down. No penalty call. Murray feeds it off for the Condor, and Eric Johnson is ahead. Flops that one to the Maple Leaf zone where it bounces through Dermott. Under 5 minutes to go here in the third period. It's Austin Matthews with a head of steam to Kerfoot. Alex Kerfoot back to Matthews. A drag move. Swings it wide. Centering pass. I couldn't believe it. Here's Riley. Gives it up. Turnaround shot. Bunting missed. Matthews with a backhander. Saved by Francouz. And he'll sit on top of that puck and will take a timeout. 4:37 left in the third period. The Avs have come storming back from a 4-1 deficit. They've tied the game at 4. I know you're not going anywhere. Stick around.
Turnaround pass by the big guy Rantanen to Gabe Landeskog. Gabe Landeskog again with the big moment, but this is the play of the game. How does he see him? How does he find him? He never even looks. And now for this Colorado Avalanche big line. What is that? 7-11 in 2 games.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
That's a lot of adding.
Watch out, Matthews stripped by Mikko. Here come the Avs on the attack. It's McKinnon. Works his way ahead, drops it off Landeskog. In the slot, Mikko shoots safe. Oh, it just got through McKinnon. Right now, the Avs top line is absolutely on fire. Here he is, McKinnon. That dangle move into the corner. Works it up top. Doesn't drop it for Kale. Sends it down the slot. Saved by Campbell. He had to stretch on that one. Pop behind the net for Landeskog. Matthews challenging him. Gabe works away. Landeskog chased. Feeds it into the slot. Stolen by Bunting. He'll find the red line, and he will change. That was top line versus top line right there.
Notice there were a couple of real tired moves by Toronto. They're hanging on right now.
But the Avs get ahead. Fired up for Logan O'Connor. Corrals that puck and drops it in. Red well blown by the Leafs and Muzzin. Crushed by Burakovsky. Nylander threw it off the leg of Kadri. It'll ricochet down to the Avs zone. And now a foot race as Mikheyev and Byron working into the corner. Tavares sweeps it up top. Hall finds Muzzin, pushed into the slot. Avs with some good defensive pressure there. Burakovsky to Sammy G, and a turnover. Went off his blade. Nylander took the hit to make that play. Mikheyev sticking with it. Tried to center it. Avs knock it loose. Can't quite get to that puck.
A little sloppy, Moj.
Little bit. 3 minutes to go in regulation right now. Here comes Kadri. He's tired. Avs want to get a change. They'd love to have possession, but he'll drop it on net. Tyson Jost is out there. JT Compher out. Obe Kubel. Here's Eric Johnson. Bats it up ice. Compher moves it to the red line. Drops it in. Down to the ice. Crushed is Tyson Jost. And a penalty is coming up, I believe, on the Maple Leafs. The Avalanche, or will it be on the Leafs? No, it might. Well, let's see. Jost was working his way. It will be on Toronto. The Avs will get a power play opportunity. Nick Ritchie doesn't want to believe it's on him. He didn't want to believe it. And this crowd now is going to be fired up.
Well, Moj, this could be the longest 2 minutes of this young man's career. Boston had him last year, takes him over from Anaheim, and he really doesn't impress. Now he's got good hand. Oh, what are you doing? In the last 2 minutes of a hockey game, you're drilling the guy on the side of the head, and you're trying to stay on the clock. Oh, boy, this is going to be a long 2 minutes.
Bert Simpson reminds you when the game is on the line, call 303-790-2525. Bert Simpson, good lawyers, changing lives. And the game is on the line here. The Avs on the power play. A golden opportunity to finally go on top here late in period 3. Nathan McKinnon swings it up ice, and another penalty coming up in the neutral zone. It's going to be on Kadri for interference. Oh, they're both going to go. It's going to be 4-on-3. Brody and Kadri are both going.
Is going to be embellishment.
Wow.
Penalties on the play. Toronto, 2 minutes for embellishment. Colorado, 2 minutes for interference.
Well, let's see if it's the right call. You're trying to sell it. Is what they say embellishment is. You're trying to sell it by going that extra mile to look like you really got knocked down. If he plays that straight up, it's probably just the penalty to Kadri, which turns this whole thing around. But the Avs remain on the power play.
That puck is in the zone, but an offside play. Newhook has taken Kadri's spot.
He did the other night, too.
Yeah.
And that is fascinating, because there's a lot of guys in that bench that could be out there in this situation. You got Burakovsky, but they want us to keep them to that second power play unit. So you throw the rook out there.
Avs win the draw to McCarr. Plenty of time left. Here's Mikko. Had it taken away by Muzzin. Jake Muzzin's had a pretty decent game tonight. He's been very noticeable. Here comes McCarr. Pops it off from McKinnon. Slingshot activated. Here he comes into the zone. McKinnon swoops it around Kerfoot. Hangs it to the near side. Trying to find Landeskog, and does. Gavin. Blue man to him. McKinnon. Hangs it back up top for Cale Makar. Here's the captain into the circle to McKinnon, down deep, turns it to the forehead, and is saved by Campbell. That's now 47 shots on goal, and it just eludes Renton out of the zone. Wrapped up ice, Avs bring it back in. McKinnon. McKinnon with a shot blocked, comes to Landeskog. Swings it for Cale. Far circle, Mikko. Renton back to Makar. He's got room, looks down the slot and shoots, deflected wide of the net. Landeskog gives it off into the slot, but the Leafs able to knock it down. Second unit will come out with 35 seconds to go on the power play. 1:09 to go here in regulation.
Slow down, Frankie. Slow down, Nick. He's going to fire it up.
Hold on, big fella. Burakovsky's on the move, and the building is on fire. Here he comes into the zone, stripped. Leafs steer it all the way down.
Terrific penalty kill. Just terrific. Because the guys that are killing the penalty are the guys that have been out there in key situations, and you know they got a little dead leg, and they're doing a great job. Deflected
over the Leafs bench and into the crowd. 9 seconds to go on the power play. Nathan McKinnon had a chance.
And again, for people that maybe don't watch them, these guys a lot, the Avalanche, this is not an uncommon night. I mean, it's uncommon for them to fall behind by 3. But it's not uncommon for this place to be going crazy. I mean, what, they've won 10 in a row here?
Absolutely. They're 11-0-1 in their last 12 inside this building. Won by the Leafs, and down it goes, and that will do it for the power play. 37 seconds to go in regulation as Taves swings it off the stick of Jost. Played by Campbell, and he'll smother that puck with 29.9. So the Avs top line can come back out here in the final 30 seconds of regulation and try to get that one extra.
Just take your time. You talk it over. You got the big guys. You got 7-8. Everybody's in place.
Matthews will take the draw for the Leafs, of course.
Randy for the Colorado Avalanche. Going to try to win it across. Mikko will try to come through and get it back to the point.
It's Holder. Steers it nice from Muzzin. Great draw by Matthews. Added to the Avalanche zone. Taken by Taves with 20 seconds left. Outlet finds Cale. Back to Taves it goes. That goes off the heel of McKinnon. Now back to Taves. He'll work it in himself. Devon Taves into the slot. High slot Rantanen. Pops it up top. It's Makar with 5 to go. Down deep. A bouncing puck. It gets through Muzzin, and then he sweeps it aside. And we are going to go to overtime at Ball Arena. My goodness. The Avs come roaring back from a 3-0 and 4-1 deficit to tie the game at 4. Gabe Landeskog, his 14th goal of the season, got the Avs within 1. And then JT Compher on a great feed from Mikko, throws it off the rump. Let's go to OT. Tonight it's been in relief for Pavel Francouz.
Well, Francouz, the game in Nashville was such a disappointment. It was such just a weird night, and he happened to be the goaltender inside of that hockey game. But tonight he has made some spectacular saves, especially when the Avs were 2 and 3 goals down to give them a chance to stay in this hockey game.
There is Pavel Francouz, 17 saves on the night in relief of Darcy Kemper for Jack Campbell and the Maple Leafs. Well, he's made 43 saves, including some unbelievably spectacular ones.
We had the one where that was one of the best saves I've seen all season. But the thing that I now know, after watching this game, Maple Leafs have the goaltending to go a long way. I didn't know enough about this guy, but this guy, he won me over with this performance tonight.
Landeskog able to recover. Get the puck to kill McCarr. Here we go in OT. Leafs this season are 3-2. The Avs are 2-2. McKinnon looking at Matthews into the slot, shoots, and a save by Campbell. He'll hold on. Every time a guy shoots the puck in OT, you just get a little bit nervous. Possession, though, 9/10 of the law here. In 3-on-3 hockey, Pete, you've got to be in charge of that puck.
Oh, there's so many little things that go wrong. You overcommit. You undercommit. You go, it's just a fascinating way to finish a game.
Big win by Landeskog on the draw, and McKinnon shadowed by Riley, keeps it in. Works it far side around Nylander. Shoots, saved by Campbell. Rebound. Challenged. Was Nylander, he's got it. Gives it for Austin Matthews, and this is where the terrifying part takes place. Matthews is in. Drop pass stolen away by the Avs, but Nylander made a great move. Chased by Rantanen. Nylander into the circle to the forehand. Shoots. Glove save. Rebound. Save by Francouz. Here is Nylander cuffed in front. Save again by Francouz. Wow. And Matthews is dead tired. Can the Avs catch him? McCarr's going off. Rantanen is in with Kadri, and Taves comes on. Matthews is still out there. Here's Mikko sweeping it far side. Delivers off for Devon Taves. Run it by Matthews. Give it back for Taves. Marching down deep. Shoots and scores! Devon Taves rips it past Campbell, and the comeback is complete. The Avs, twice trailed by 3 goals, come back and beat the Maple Leafs 5-4 in overtime. For Devon Taves, his 6th goal of the season, and he had laser focus moving it through the circle.
Okay, Moshe. When he comes in, Mikko Rantanen is on his far right. Rantanen stops to set himself up. I'm ready for that pass. You know Campbell in the back of his mind is going, okay, I got to watch this a little bit. Does he lean just a touch to the left?
And right through the 5-hole.
Yeah.
Wow, what a shot.
What a shot, what a play, what a game, what a night for the Colorado Avalanche. You're down 3-0. When your goalie was pulled in that first period, you're thinking, okay, enough is enough. Maybe this isn't going to go forever. Look at him. Look at the crowd. Look at the players.
This crowded ball arena is fired up, and why not? The Avalanche with their biggest win of the season. Come back against the Leafs, and it's finished off by Devon Taves, one of the unsung heroes of this Avalanche squad. High fives all the way around as the team exits the ice. McCarr through the captain and through Rantanen. Terrific job.
So the Avalanche, when you look at it, are 4-0 now in this 17-game stretch. You go, a whole home 4-0? No, 2 in overtime. And then 1 of them they scored in the last minute.
Landeskog retrieves the puck and will go downstairs to public address announcer Reed Saunders with the 3 stars of the game.
Time now to announce tonight's 3 stars of the game as selected by our Colorado hockey coach of the game, J.P. Anderson of the Arapahoe Warriors. The number 3 star from your Colorado Avalanche coming in relief in goal, number 39, Pavel Francouz. the number 2 star from your Colorado Avalanche, registering 4 assists on the night, number 96, Mikko Rantanen. And tonight's number 1 star, scoring the game-winning goal in overtime from your Colorado Avalanche, number 7, Devontae. Fans, stay in your seats. Stand by for an interview with tonight's first star. We're sending it over to our own Rachel Richlinsky, standing by with Devontae.
Devon, what an insane finish. You find a way to put one past Campbell there at the end. Walk me through exactly what happened.
Yeah, just, we went for a change and 3 new bodies out on the ice, and they were a little tired, I think. And, Nas made a little play in the middle, and, we beat their coverage, and got fortunate that one went in.
It had to be very frustrating to outshoot this team the entire game, but to trail the entire game as well. What adjustments were made in that third period to push this game to overtime?
Yeah, the first period we didn't really commit to our systems, how we like to play, and I think that was pretty evident in the score at the end of the first. But, we got to our game. It's a resilient group in there, and, we got to work, and you see what happens when we work hard.
And what can you say about Pavel Francouz's performance coming in net in the middle of the game and making an incredible save there in overtime?
Yeah, we've had a next man up mentality all year with injuries and such, and we're so happy to have him back. And for him to come in and shut the door like that, that's huge confidence for us as a group.
11 straight wins on home ice, a new franchise record. Thank you so much, Devon. Enjoy this win.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Devon Taves. Our final score tonight. The Avalanche 5 and the Toronto Maple Leafs 4 in overtime. Be sure to join us again on Monday when the Avs host the Seattle Kraken. We'll have complete coverage for you beginning at 6:30 Mountain Time, Seattle's only trip to Denver this season. Now, stay tuned. We'll send you to Kyle, to Riker, and to JML. They'll have the highlights and much, much more coming your way. This is the Avalanche Locker Room Report.